me if I feel pain. I felt the whole lot. Certain shit just won't change. It's getting old now. Money ain't everything. I'm starting to realize nothing ain't gonna stay the same. My eyes wide open. I can see the bigger picture.
For first little podcast, I was thinking about decking it out in the back. Like, no, fuck it. I was like, send me having real talk, real life. You know, so they gonna see real talk, real life behind me. See the goddamn dinosaurs back here.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is. How you been doing, brother?
Been good, my brother. You know, just taking it easy in life. You know, 9 days now. You know, I got time. I got plenty of time. Get some stuff done. You
cool. Well, you know, just the basics. You know, work, home, taking care of my son. You know, trying to get through this situation I'm going through right now. You know, as you know of.
Right.
It's all just trying to live life, man. There's ain't too much to nothing. You know, basic shit. And, you know, trying to find myself again, reinvent myself.
Facts.
You know,
we all trying to find ourselves still at the age. I just turned 30. I just turned 32.
Man, don't say 30. You're older than me. You old man, bro. You on deck. You on deck, dog. You on deck.
Yeah, I'm on deck, but you know, as I say, with time comes experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie.
Everything.
I ain't gonna lie. Turning 31 on my birthday, dog. I had a real life experience, to be honest with you. Like a lot of something happened on my birthday. It had kind of put me in a whole perspective of a lot of shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. Like,
yeah, step back real quick.
Yeah, I had to step back and think, like, cause I ain't gonna lie. One of my friend girls, I ain't gonna mention her name or whatever, cause I don't know if she want to mention her name or not, but she told me something that was gonna happen, like, way back in March sometime. She's like, Kevin, it's gonna happen to you cause you don't want to listen to God. I'm like, what you mean, man? Like, what you mean listen to God, man? So I was just like, whatever. And every time I talk to her, she said, I ain't gonna force you, cause what you want to hear, what you need to hear, you don't want to hear. And I was like, man, whatever. But sure enough, what happened on my birthday, like, kind of changed my whole life. Like, what she said was gonna happen, happened. And I went to her like, you know what you said gonna happen to me? She's like, I've been told you that. God had to show you. I couldn't show you. I was just a vessel to tell you about it, and that kind of opened my mind, like, hell, opened my mind up a lot. Like, I was just like, wow. Like, cause I come from a parent family, so I always knew God was real. Never had no problem with the belief. Right. But, you know, when you somewhat successful, you forget the blessings that were given to you.
Right.
So you take prayer for granted. You take a lot of stuff for granted. Like, you just like, man, I'm up, so I ain't even worrying
about the small stuff got you there to begin with.
Yeah, so it's like, but one thing I always say, my mama always prayed for me, you know. So, cause I want praying for myself. My mama always prayed for me, so I always had that covering over me. But now I pray for myself, you know. They say prayer changed, so it kind of opened my mind. It opened my mind to a lot of stuff. So now I'm thinking different. Then I had to realize with that situation, I realized that I had to take a look at myself. A lot of stuff that was going on in my life, it was me. Like, I always pointing fingers. But I never took a step back and look at myself and be like, what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, like what you doing wrong. What? Yeah.
Yeah. Looking at the man in the mirror. So that played a part in my relationship. That played a part in my relationship in the breakup or whatever. But at the end of the day, I know it's gonna benefit me in the end, you know. I probably lost out on the blessing, but I know God gonna bless me again, you know.
No, they say one door closed, another open up.
Another one open, yeah. So it's a process. So, but what's up with you though, man? What's up with you? How you going on your end of the thing? I know you're going through.
Been good. You know, after left Lauderdale, went to school, been in Ohio for a little minute, then went to Virginia, moved to Virginia, stayed here for a little minute. That's how I met my wife now. We still together after 5 years, 5 long years, 5 long strong years. Then went home for a little bit. I'm back in Virginia now. Other than that, now, like I said, I'm a man with a whole bunch of free time, trying to get it going, baby. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to get it going. I like to welcome you.
I'm kind of glad that we're doing the podcast, because when you first brought it to me, who did it when you first brought it to me, well, we were going to do sports anyway.
Right.
But if we went down this avenue, it would have been a whole different KD. Like, this KD right here is like more, I could say more mature, more in tune with shit. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, it's kind of good that when you hit me up, I could say I'm at a low point, but it's like I'm building myself back up to get where I need to be,
Yeah.
So it's a good timing that this podcast, we was going to start this podcast where we're going to start it. You feel me? So we got to keep it, like, I feel like as men, we got to check on each other mentally.
Right.
Like, cause we don't do that. We don't do that. Like, we don't.
No,
we don't
like casual. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Boom,
yeah.
boom.
Then we talking about hoes and money and all that, but we don't ever sit down and be like, "Hey, man, how you doing though? Like, you good? Like, how is your mental? Like,
you straight? Like how life's treating you?
Yeah, like we always about hoes and money, and we don't never check on each other, like, mentally, like, be like, man, you all right, man? Like, you need to talk, like, something you need to get off your chest. Because as men, we built like, we can't show emotions and no feelings, no none of that. And it's like, dude, we human too. You feel me? We cry, we hurt.
Men got feelings too.
Yeah.
So saying like, we hurt just like everybody else hurt. We got feelings.
Yeah.
Just because we don't show it, because we gotta, saying the way society put on us to be all macho man, saying something happened, don't cry, get up and just walk out like everything cool. But everything will be cool. We hold that down deep inside.
Yeah, that should be, and that was one of part of my problems too. Like, over the years, I buried a lot of shit. Like, I don't talk about nothing. I bury a lot of shit. I eat a lot of shit. And it's like, over the years, because I had an anger problem in school. All that shit was built off of shit I held in. Like, I ain't had no outlet. I don't vent. I ain't cry. I grew up in
the same thing when we played football together, same way. Coaches treat us like how society want to treat us, like shit. Get knocked out, get your ass back up. You ain't hurt. Yeah. Get up.
Yeah, but you do be hurt. You feel me? I ain't saying you gotta baby a nigga, but goddamn, like, that's why with my son, it's unconditional.
You gotta split that difference.
That's the difference. It's unconditional. Like,
I'm learning that too. You can't be tough on all the time, because kids will be kids.
Correct. Like, when he fall, okay, I look at him like, get up. But if he's sitting there still crying, nah, you hurting. Let me come and console you. Let me pick you up. Let me hold you. Let me check you. Whatever you straightened up, make sure you're all right. Ain't no, you gotta get up because you're a man. Nah, because that my son gonna carry that for the rest of his life, and it's like, he ain't gonna learn how he gonna hold it in. Like, oh, I'm hurting. Then he ain't gonna come to me. You feel me?
Right.
I want my son to come to me about everything. I don't care if it's a girl, scrape yourself, whatever you want to come to me about, man. I'm gonna go holler at my dad about this. And I know my daddy gonna get it to me 100. If I cry, he ain't gonna call me no punk, or I'm gonna cry. Come on, son. You want to cry?
Let him know it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right to cry, man. It's all right to get that stuff off your chest. Don't hold it in, because you ain't for the one thing I always say, man. With all my life lessons and how I went through, and I got kicked out of college, attitude, anger problems. I always told myself, when I have a child, because I prayed for a girl, but I got a son, and I know why God blessed me with a son.
Forgot what I was, God damn
it. Now, I asked for a girl first, but he blessed me with a son for a reason, and it's kind of coming surreal to me now that, like, I never grew up, like, I know my daddy, but I never grew up with my daddy, so it's like, that father's touch I never had. that father figure. Like my brother was, but he was a dope boy. My brother 10 years older than me. His oldest daughter, like 5 years younger than me. So he in the street. So he ain't really, he trying to figure out life his damn self.
Right.
So
He just trying to make sure everybody's still alive enough and good to go.
Yeah, so he in and out, but I always looked up to him. But it's like when I look back on things, like everybody be like, man, Kel, man, you always with your son, you always posting him, or it's always about your son. I'm like, dude, I take it personal. I don't take fathering as I'm just a dad.
Yeah,
and I gotta
like it's a job. It's not a job.
Yeah, no, I take that shit personal, bro. Like everything my son want to do, I'm there. Like I'm supporting him all the way. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to miss no games. Cause I remember a lot of games I look on the sideline, ain't nobody there for me. So it's like that shit hurt. Like I see everybody score a touchdown and they parents all on the sideline with their shirts on. I look on the sideline, ain't nobody.
See, I see. Look, I ain't never know that.
See,
I ain't never knew that. I figured everybody on the football team, everybody had their, parents, at least somebody come out show them love. Cause my mom always came, no matter what was that she came. She traveled to Miami games.
Yeah, I ain't know. Like me catching one-handed touchdown passes, you know what I did on the field. Right. Like I ain't even look to the sideline because I knew nobody was in there.
All you had was us.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why, like with Coach Dunbar, that's why I cleaned to him so much, because he the only person who showed care. You feel me? Like nothing against Coach Hafley and them boys. Them boys was, phenomenal coaches, but
it was more than football. You know what I'm saying? Coach Dunbar cared like he was his own son. You know what I'm saying? He made sure he was on our ass for grades, being late, all that. He cared about life beyond football.
Yeah, it was beyond football. It was about seeing kids from where he come from make it somewhere. Like it ain't gotta be about football, but as long as I know these cats gonna grow up to be like what we is now, we good fathers. We know we take care of, what we take care of, you feel me? Like with Coach Hafley, it was straight business. You can't play, we don't want nothing to do with you,
Right.
Dunbar didn't throw me away. He could have threw me away, but me and Dunbar had got into it the first time I met him. And my attitude, my temper. I'm like, man, fuck you. And what really captivated me with Dunbar was that when he came back to me, bro, and I ain't never felt like this before in my life. He came back to me the next day. The man went and looked up everything, my records, my grades, everything. And I'm like, he came to me, he's like, David's come to the sideline. We doing up downs. He punishing me for what, But he was like, I ain't gonna quit on you. Because everybody told me you ain't finna graduate, and I'm finna help you graduate. And I looked at him, I'm like, man, whatever. You just talking that bull, you feel me?
Yeah.
Man, Dunbar was on my ass every day after that, dog. Every day. And I appreciate that man to this day, because without him, I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't gonna graduate high school. I ain't even supposed to play my senior year of football.
But guess what you did though?
But Dunbar, dog, you remember I was in summer school all year? I ain't even practice with y'all boys. I was just in summer school. Dunbar pushed me, bro. He pushed me to shit I thought I couldn't do, bro. Cause I thought I wanted to graduate. He told my mama sitting up crying, talking about my baby ain't gonna graduate. He said, no, Miss Jackson, we gonna get your son to graduate. And ever since then, dog, I forever been better to that dude, dog. Like, ever grateful for Coach Dunbar, because if it weren't for him, I won't be the man I am right now, living the way I live, because I wouldn't have no high school diploma. I probably would have went dope boy route like my brothers, you feel me? So I give a lot of props to him for helping me get to where I'm at now today. So.
And just to go back on that, as father figures go, that's one thing that's missing in today's society. We appreciate and we love our mothers, our grandmothers, but a woman can't raise a man how a man's supposed to be raised. They cannot. Correct. They cannot. And that's one man life right now. Like I told you already, I left my job, the job fired me because I wanted to do better for myself in life. and being up for my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Working so many hours out the week. You know what I'm saying? I was barely home, you know what I'm saying, to be there through the good stages before he get grown and be on his own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But right now, you know what I'm saying, my son might be 4 years old. Then I got that middle linebacker. But you know what I'm saying, those are the important years, you know what I'm saying, when you can instill what your parents taught you, or what your, you know what I'm saying, your ethics, your work habits, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be around more. So I am now, because, you know what I'm saying, I like our boys, they need us.
Yeah.
If we don't lead them, somebody else will. And who that somebody else is, I don't know who somebody is, but definitely ain't me or you leading us, leading our own that we had.
But 5 years in a relationship, I ain't know it was that long.
Yeah,
I thought it was longer than that.
No, 5 years. That's my longest, and that's gonna be my last one right here. She don't know yet. Okay. She don't know yet, but she know already. I'm gonna propose to her.
Okay. But let me ask you,
what's up?
How y'all in an interracial relationship? How society, or how do you take it? How you go about it? Let me just ask that. Like,
I go about it. For me, the way I say it is, you know what I'm saying, I don't let the outside people tell me what I can do, who I cannot date. You know what I'm saying? I bet it's not my first interracial relationship with a white female, or how you want to say it, politically correct. I have been in plenty before, but you know what I'm saying, for me personally, I don't give a damn. I like what I like. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And ain't no difference from anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking down the street holding her hand. Yeah, I get some weird looks, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? They want to say something, they can say something. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Love is love.
Yeah, I get that. But what's going on in the world today, you know, with the black, you know, George Floyd and all that, do you feel any kind of like
pressure?
Yeah, like pressure.
Pressure? No, cause she not, you know what I'm saying, taking a side just because it's a white side, it's a black side. You know what I'm saying? Her feelings is her feelings. You know what I'm saying? She support what she wants to support. You know what I'm saying? Especially kind of politics stuff. She ain't too much for all that, so it don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? She love me for me. Ain't no too much care what's going on. I mean, care about what's going on in the world, but not as far as when it comes to like racial stuff that's been involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I say, like I was telling my son, wrong is wrong and wrong is wrong, no matter what. Point blank simple.
Yeah, I get that. So I just asked that because me personally, I love my black women, so I ain't.
No, you do.
They don't turn me on. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I always just think like I always knew you was in an interracial relationship, and I always wonder. I never stuck to you about it because it's not my business, but I always wonder like how Showtime, you know, go back, you know, like when people say something, or you know, like how your family took it when they seen her, or how her family took it when they seen you. Like, you know, we from the hood, so it's like,
right. I know you bring home a little snow bunny to the hood.
Yeah, like it's like, huh? Like, you know.
So all right, speaking of that, my first white girl I dated was in 8th grade at Arthur Ashe Middle, the first opened up. So when I was, shit, I'm old now, got me thinking. 2003, 2004. So we got together, and at that time, like 2003, 2004, so versus like now, so think about it, so 2003 to 2021 now, that 18-year gap from racism still going. So at that time, back 2003, you know, so I got a little heat from everybody, even everybody in school, looking at me walking down the hallway with her. You know, so like literally everybody heads just turning as we just walking. You know what I'm saying? Then at one point when I finally met her parents, the parents just like asked her, said, why you dating a black guy for? You know what I'm saying? Had to go through that, you know what I'm saying? Starting off, asking me, you know what I'm saying, asking her, why you dating a black guy for? You know what I'm saying? Then my mama met her mama. Then it's kind of like, but they kind of agreed because we was, you know what I'm saying, feeling each other time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it would be that one time where it did happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that big gap from now, I'm not saying now it's more, I won't say all the way, but it's acceptable. I'm gonna do that because, you know, like I said, in today's society, we got unwritten rules that goes on behind certain stuff. And I guess as time go on, people start accepting the normal now.
Okay. I just always wanted to ask that because I just always felt like I always just wanted to know what be going through your head. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was a question that I always wanted to ask, but I ain't gonna, you know, because I don't want you to feel no kind of way with me. Like, well, why Katie asked me that? I just, you know, just want to pick people's brains. You know what I'm saying?
But like you say, you know what I'm saying? We older now. You know what I'm saying? We mature now. We can have these conversations with each other without being offended. You know what I'm saying? Just having a regular conversation.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. I know you was in a long relationship in high school. I forget her name though. Was it Felicia or something like that?
Phoenicia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over the years, how you got to this point with your wife now? How did you grow over the years dealing with breakups and everything, and like from high school all the way up to now? How you evolved over the years?
So I would say from high school, you know, like any of us take guess, you know what I'm saying, get a breakup, you know what I'm saying, like fuck hoes get money. But I think I was with her maybe from like a good portion of high school and maybe like first year in college, and we broke up because I went to goddamn Ohio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the middle of nowhere. I ain't know nobody. And then, you know, college is college, you know what I'm saying? One thing led to another. Then start talking to another girl. And then so we broke up. So really like between that span right there, I didn't have the time to actually really care about my feelings. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because at that time I say, you know what I'm saying, hot and horny or next thing that's coming.
Yeah,
at that point in time, exactly. You know what I'm saying, just going along with the flow. At that time, you know what I'm saying, you got the feelings, but just like shit, I can find somebody else, make up for that loss real quick and kind of be okay, but you're not really okay because you know what I'm saying, you still hurt from the past relationship, from whatever happened, whatever reason was happening. You know what I'm saying, you move on so quick, and then you're not getting a person you're all. Then it's a spiral after that. Then that's with one girl in college, and then. Like I said, in college, I picked up some bad habits. So, you know what I'm saying, out there, cheating, naked photos, throw it all out there for you, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we keeping it real, right?
Yeah, we gonna talk about it. We gonna let it all out. You know,
keep it real. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I ain't gonna lie, for a long time, you know what I'm saying, I've been the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Do a whole bunch of dumb shit. And then that's what it's been for me. You know what I'm saying? Every time it was like every time I break up with somebody else, then maybe like a couple months down the line, hit with somebody else, but I ain't really had time to, you know what I'm saying, heal the right way, because I guess I didn't know how to.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to, so I just kept going on and on. Then my wife I'm with now, you know what I'm saying, been together 5 years, and I'm still doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Still doing dumb shit. But then, you know what I'm saying, still doing dumb shit, but at I don't know what the point was, but there was a point where it kind of clicked in for me, like, shit, nigga, start doing dumb shit. You ain't getting young no more, you know what I'm saying? You got a family now to feed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you know what I'm saying, hold that standard up for the Black community. You know what I'm saying? That proud, working hard father, you know what I'm saying, take care of the family, take care of, you know what I'm saying, good, love, respect the young man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. At some point, you just stop doing dumb shit and then it click in for you, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, being a man, being a family man, it's important to be there for the kids, because at the end of the day, it ain't about you no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I finally got there, because after a while, I started doing that dumb shit, you know what I'm saying, just realizing that it ain't cool no more to do that, you know what I'm saying, no more, like, sneak around, fuck around for what, and then get what at the end of the day. Nothing, just lose it all.
Yeah, that's it. I never been a cheater. Like, I ain't never, cause I love too hard. If I'm with you, I'm rocking with you. I ain't gonna lie. Every girl I dealt with left me. I never broke up with a girl. I never, because I love too hard. Like, I will go through it with you, ups and downs, or whatever. but I can't end it all because I feel like I'm giving up on you, and I always been like that, and that's just like going with my last relationship, as you know. You found out the other day.
So I'm with that.
All right, what I'm not gonna do.
Nah, you ain't
I'm
gonna
not gonna talk about. No. I'm gonna let me.
Okay.
But I'm not going to push what I had on here, like the problem I have. I'm gonna talk about me, what I did wrong. You get what I'm saying, as a man.
Yeah.
So first thing first, what I didn't do, I gave a circumstantial love instead of unconditional love. And what I mean by that was, like, if she was doing something that pleases me, or I abide by, I was good. But soon as shit wasn't going my way, or I ain't like what she was doing, I got frustrated. And when I got frustrated, I started loving her. And it got to a point where she noticed I was frustrated, and she tried to change who she was to match me or to please me.
Change herself for you.
Yeah, and it's like, I should never did that. I should have loved her unconditionally through the good and the bad. But it was something that it was something I didn't know how to give because I never received. Because I always grew up on a tough love. You get what I'm saying? So I always grew up under, like, you got to get it or you figure it out on your own. Maybe if I would have showed her some unconditional love and nurtured her, things could have worked out. Probably. We don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So with that being said, like, I got to acknowledge my fuck ups first. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't, to be honest with you, she was my real first long-term relationship. And it's like, I was learning as I go. Yeah. So I was learning as I go. You get what I'm saying? So as we mentioned, I had an anger problem. That got the best of me in the relationship. Me not loving her the right way throughout the whole relationship, that played a part in the relationship. And I ain't gonna lie, that girl fought. We were together 7 years. That girl fought and cried and pleaded with me to love her the way she wanted to be loved. Cause she was showing me, but I couldn't accept it. I was blind to it. I was blind to it, bro. Like I was like, but at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna see it. As long as we was in a relationship, I wasn't gonna see it.
Right. I
had it. What transpired had to transpire for me to get the knowledge, because we had capped out. We had reached the ceiling as far as we could go together. So we had to go apart. And the thing was, she didn't want to let go. I didn't want to let go. So one of us had to make the sacrifice and let go. She made the first move and jumped in another relationship. I ain't gonna lie, it crushed me. Killed my whole spirit, bro. I was down. And the way she did it, I'm not gonna get into it though, but the way she did it even hurt me more. Then I noticed, like, damn, I lost my best friend. And I can't believe she did that to me. But at the end of the day, it had to be done. Because if it wasn't done, I wasn't gonna grow no more.
You weren't gonna see what's going on.
So when it happened, I had to take a step back. And look at myself. Like, now I understand what I was doing wrong throughout the whole relationship. I didn't love her unconditionally, but it's something I didn't have. And until this situation happened, I never received it from my family until now, until they seen me, I was hurt. And me personally, dog, me being vulnerable, like, it's okay for me to go to my girl and I'm sad or something, I could cry. You feel me? You know, I could sit there and cry, you know, like, and as my woman, if you saying I'm being a punk or a little bitch or something like that, and I'm coming to you being vulnerable, you shouldn't be my woman because
Right,
you
you know
supposed
what
to
I'm
control me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
through it all, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to
you
cry.
supposed,
You know what I'm
yeah, you
saying?
supposed to control me
We
through
need to
that.
cry.
Yeah,
And I hope everybody hearing this, man, it's okay to cry. You know
yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
definitely
We
is.
holding so much, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna burst into stress, to anger, to for what? You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah, so
lost one of my bosses, you know what I'm saying, last July. Lost my grandma last year, lost my auntie 2 years ago, then lost two to my cousin, you know what I'm saying, husband and wife. This year, a couple months ago, you know what I'm saying, it's been real. Cried like a baby.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People I ain't never gonna see again. You know what I'm saying? And
And when
crying is one of the best things, you know what I'm saying, just to let yourself go.
it heals, yeah, it heals.
Let you know it's gonna be all right.
It heals. And one thing I always tell niggas, man, and I tell and the shit ain't gay either. Tell you nigga you love them, dog. Cause you don't never know that. You don't
Facts.
wait till the nigga in the grave and be like, oh man, I love my nigga. Nah, man. Hey man, I see you tomorrow. I love you, bro. I ain't saying you gotta be like girlfriend love you, but man, love you, bro. You know, make sure the nigga know that you love him, bro. Cause you don't know, what gonna
Right,
happen the
you never
next
know.
time.
Right.
You never
You
know.
know what I'm saying?
So
That's one of the things I got on too. You know, tell everybody I love them. From
yeah, I
friends,
got on.
family, you know what I'm saying? People I
Yeah,
fuck with, you know what I'm saying? Cause when I say I love you, man, I do love you. Yeah, shit,
yeah.
get that first not like sex. It's like, woo!
What? I ain't gonna lie, I've been thinking about this shit all day, like, dog, how this shit gonna go. Like, you feel me? But
Hey, look, I
I'm
was saying
glad
way too. Shit, I had to get a goddamn nap in.
what? I like, damn. I was like, damn, when we was sitting there waiting for you to get back on, bitch, I was kind of getting nervous. I'm like, damn, dog, like, nigga gonna air. I don't talk to people, so I'm like, damn, I'm finna air it out so everybody can see it's like, God. But it felt good though. Felt good. It might help people, you know? It
Yes,
gonna help people.
it might help people, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who need to hear something. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
the word of the day. Not saying we got it, Jesus, but you know,
Yeah.
since what we're talking about, real life shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Giving our side of the story, side view, you know what I'm saying, what we went through, how we, you know what I'm saying, doing way to management. You know what I'm saying? Some people need to hear that. Some people, like, again, just like, fuck you, fuck hoes, get money, let's go to the club every night and do it all over again. Maybe some people want to hear something different, but they ain't got nobody to hear it from.
Ain't have a shoulder to lean on, but everybody lean on me. I couldn't call on nobody, but everybody called on me. Feel like I'm sitting in the same, I'm sitting in the same.